Hi there, in today's video, I'm going to show you an overview of the Anytype mobile app, and I'm recording on an iPhone with iOS version 4.3.2. Now here you'll land on the channels page as your first screen, and the search bar at the bottom is only for your different channels. So you can search through your spaces, which are square icons, or your chats, which are the circle icons. Then in the top right corner, you have your Vault settings or your account level settings. And here you can change some different things, like under appearance, you have light, dark, and system for the different modes. And then I just wanted to call out this local storage here. So this will show you how much is being saved on your actual device. And if you select the offload files and you're using the Anytype servers, that will back up all those files to your servers so you can use it on other devices, like if you go back to your desktop app. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the space settings, which are here. In the top right corner, there's like a gear icon. If you select that, you'll see the settings for your space or your chat. And if you select edit, that's where you can change the name. Swipe down, you can get rid of that screen. And then here we've got your default object types. Here we've got some wallpaper options here as well. And then under remote storage, this will show you how much of your space how much storage space you're using. And then under cleanup files, this is where you can actually delete files if you don't want them taking up space. All right, so on my widgets, I have a business ideas collection, and here you can see some of the views are not supported, like Kanban and calendar view are not supported yet. So when you go to the settings for this collection, let's go to the layout types, you can only really see grid, gallery, and list view on the mobile applications. Okay, here I'm going to show you some things on the page editor. So if you have your cursor there, you have a menu at the bottom. The backslash gives you these options to take a photo, add links, actions, alignments, color, background. These are all things that you can change. Under other, you've got some dividers, table of contents, and tables. Here under the text icon, you have title, headings. Down here, you've got colors for your text and the text backgrounds. And then under the three dots, you've got more options for bold, italics. Here is where you can link to other objects that are in the space as well. Okay, and under this command think of this as just your actions. So you've got delete, style, copy, add below, move, turn into an object. Okay, and then if we go to this other icon that's down here, this one just has your undo and redo options. Let me select done, and let's go back out to the collection. Okay, in the top right corner, you'll notice that we have our properties. You can change your icon and cover here. And then under more, we have the options to see the history of how the page is edited and linked to. And then under properties, here's what it looks like. It's kind of similar to the desktop view. And here is where you can edit the actual type. Again, also similar to what the desktop app has. Okay, now I'm going to show you when you're in your phone. If you tap on the Anytype app and just hold, you get this menu. So it's very nice to have a quick way to access notes. There's also right here, we've got a require passcode on the iOS, and this will let you add an extra layer of security because the Anytype app just will open on your iPhone. It doesn't have a PIN code on the mobile app. Here, I'll show you what happens when you select create a note from this pop-up menu. All right, so here from the quick menu, I can just type out a note and without having to open the app. And then if you scroll down to notes, you can see the last one that I just made. And then ideally you want to pin this if you're using notes really often. Pin that to your widgets menu so that you can see your notes quickly. Okay, so here I'm going to show you if you are in a browser and you want to save this URL, use the share button, and then you should have an option to share to Anytype. And then here you do have to pick a space first before you save it somewhere. So I'm selecting the original space, and then it will ask you for a destination. So you can either use the search bar up here and type in where you want to send this to. I want to put it to the view later collection. And then we'll see in the space, let's go down to my view later collection, and you can see here is the note that got saved. Now, I set that collection to have a default of a note, and that's why it looks like this, but just know it will also save a bookmark. So that card over there that you saw, we'll go look, and you can also see that in the bookmark. So it's also here, and this is what it looks like. So another thing is like in the bookmarks, particularly, it doesn't open it as the bookmark. It just opens directly to the URL. So just know that is also a current limitation of the app. Just know that if you use a lot of dashboards or pages that have inline collections or queries in your desktop app, it's definitely not as convenient on mobile. So that's where having things in the pinned area of the widget menu is helpful. Now I want to show you a chat channel. So a chat channel in the Anytype app actually looks like a lot of other text messaging apps. Okay, so here I've attached a page to this message, and then you can send it. You can also attach different things like files on your phone, or you can take photos or pictures directly and then have it come into this messaging. Here is where you have the members that are part of this shared chat, and you can either invite more people by using the copy link here, or in the top, you also have an option to have show a QR code if you're physically in the same space as somebody and they can just use their camera on their smartphone to get an invitation to join this space.